Hi guys, today we will analyze the King's Gambit. And the King's Gambit is not something I would recommend you to play as white, because well, black has some free development, and in an open position like this it cannot be really good. But sometimes they sacrifice a piece on h7 and on f7 and it shocks somebody. So that's why I'm here, just to show you that what I will present to you is obviously good. e4, e5, now f4, and the simple move I'm just gonna recommend e takes f. Now knight f3, and just as you know, I'm using Ribka 4 to analyze these variations. I've bought it on my local chess store. So yeah, here of course you can play g5, and it's sure, and if you know this variation, which start with g5, you will have absolutely some good chances. But here, in a matter of minutes, you can simply analyze this bishop e7 and say, oh yeah, it's really great. I'm gonna show you that it's great, because here, first of all, you cannot play d4, because now we're really seeing the purpose of bishop e7, which comes alive now. Bishop e7 check, and the king has to march up the board, and after d5, black has a small advantage. Oh yeah, small advantage, but good prospects of winning the game easily. So bishop c4 is forced, because now if you play bishop h4, then king f1 is strong. And okay, this position, I think it's slightly better for white, because the bishop on h5 is standing really badly, and can be really attacked, and we don't see really the purpose of bishop h4. Maybe here the best move would be to just retreat, but it's losing in tempo, and in these sort of openings, tempo should be really significant. So after bishop c4, play knight f6, which is the computer's recommendation too. And here there's two moves: knight c3, we will analyze it now, or e5. Now let's go to knight c3. I recommend here to play knight takes e, and here there's two moves. First of all, if he takes the bishop, what to do? Then you should take with the king. And there's two moves. If knight here, you cannot play king e6. I mean, it is really dangerous, and after queen g4 check, white has some advantage, or even d4. Ribka likes the d4 idea and says that white is actually a bit better. But after this, you should conserve the advantage and play this. After knight takes e4, now this is really easy. You just have to push these beautiful knights off the center with d6 Then after knight f3, you play d5. Then here knight c3 fails because you just are a pawn down, and I believe here that moves such as knight c6 should be good, and followed by g5, g4. And your king is not standing badly because you have the initiative. And let's say he plays knight f2, knight c6, just show you computer's recommendation. Then after d4, queen d6, h4, bishop d7, knight d3, rook f8, c3, bishop g4, queen b3. Then this is a sort of continuation, which is good for black, actually. So yeah. Yep. So if we after this bishop takes, if he just takes our knight, of course d5, and it's already a bit better for black. So so obviously the best move is e5, knight g4, and castle. Oops. Oh yeah, knight c3 fails, but now castle. And then you play knight c6. Then here your opponent plays d4. And here you have to play d5. Now there's two continuation. If he plays bishop b5, you simply play g5, and you're gonna castle on the queen side and start pushing your pawns. If he plays en passant e takes d6, bishop takes d6, and you're keeping your pawn, knight e3 is coming. If he plays rook here, knight e7, followed by castle. If he plays queen e1 check, queen e7, and you can even take with your king. So basically that is some knowledge that you have to understand if you want to really get small advantage but really easy variation to play against King's Gambit. So now we'll continue. If he plays bishop b5, then you play g5 as I said, and if he plays h3, you play knight e3, and then you can see that now you're getting the bishop pair after queen e2 to play h5, and bishop e6 is coming, queen d7, and then castle on the queen side. So well, actually Ripka doesn't give castle on the queen side, maybe just stay with your king in the center, but he gives black a small edge and good prospects too. But if he plays bishop d3, that's maybe something that your opponent is gonna play. Again, g5, then after c3, h5, and again castle on the queen side, and push your pawns. Knight e3 is gonna come, you exchange, then you simply have to, it's gonna start an attack on the king side and blow your opponent up. So actually the idea of the King's Gambit is actually to start attacking in the center. but you can see that now it does not work. So that's why the king's gambit is not really such play today. And I think it was played by some strong grandmasters, but you know why? Just to surprise your opponent, because their opponent was thinking, oh, he would play a Rio Lopez, so I'm gonna study what he's gonna play in the Rio Lopez and beat him with black. But then they start playing King's Gambit and rack all up the wins. King's Gambit today is interesting too, but in the 21st century is not really good now because of the computers, and we know how to refute the King's Gambit. So thank you for watching, and again, I'm just saying you that this is an easy thing to learn, and it could be learned in a matter of minutes. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. Bye.